there's no.
Make sure you chime in. Hello, 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 everyone. It's the Deals and Heels podcast with your girl, Christine Padilla.
We got 7 minutes.
We'll be starting in 7 minutes. Unfortunately, our scheduled guest is not able to make it tonight. Missy Murray from State Farm. She did have a new baby. She's a working mom, so she's a little bit busy. So tonight it's going to be me and my husband. Okay, so we're going to talk about a couple different things. And again, I did plan for to talk about State Farm and different insurances tonight, but that's not going to happen. The show must go on. So yeah, again, Missy is a new mom. She's a very busy woman, and things come up. But we're going to have her on at another time and just make this happen and just talk about a few different things tonight. Oh, no. I know how much you enjoy spending time with me, so yeah, we'll just do what we can tonight and just make it work. Right, dear?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. That's right.
We got it.
So happy that you guys can join us tonight and listen in. I look a mess. Excuse me. I don't get all dialed up for these podcasts. I just had a busy day, and here I am. There's a time and a place for all of that, and it's just not right now.
So what is tonight going to be focused on?
Tonight I'm just going to talk again a little bit about the Deals and Heels brand, what our mission is, and because there's a lot of new people that are joining my Facebook. There's a lot of new listeners. So not everybody knows me. Not everybody knows the background and the mission behind Deals and Heels. So we'll get a little bit into that. And we're going to talk tonight renting versus owning a home. And we're just going to get into a little bit about that, rates that are going on right now, when is the right time to buy, and we can give them a little bit of, our experience, talk about that.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do. And I'm sure it's going to help and inspire someone out there, which is the whole purpose of this podcast. I know there's tons of podcasts. Look at this mess of hair. Oh, goodness gracious.
And also hope everybody can be all right through the storm that's supposed to be coming this
Yes, it is
weekend.
Getting cold. It's getting so cold out. I know we're in North Carolina, but I know Philadelphia, because that's where we're from, it's expecting some snow this weekend.
Well, so the Carolinas.
The Carolinas even, which it doesn't really snow here, and it's going to be really getting cold, this weekend and next week?
That is correct.
Even though today was like 65 sunny and I was enjoying it, I'll have to tell you. Sorry, Philly.
She was ready to escape to the beach.
I'm ready for the beach. So that's why I kind of love it out here, because it's not as cold as Philly. I just can't take the cold anymore like I used to. I never really was a fan of the cold anyway, but my body can't take it anymore. I need the sun. It gives you life, So I need to be where it's a little bit warmer. So we have 2 more minutes and we are going to get started, guys. Are you ready, dear?
I am ready.
So 2 more minutes and we will be getting this party started. I hope everyone is ready for the snow, bundled up, staying warm. Hope you put your salt out and got your milk and your bread. You know, we always have to run to the store and get milk and bread. I want to do that before the snow starts falling and the ice and all that mess. Should I get my song going? Because we have like 1 minute.
We have 1 minute left, so
I always have to start with my beautiful song. I just feel like the song fits the podcast, and it starts us off in a really nice, happy, chipper mood. So I will get that started. Celine Dion, I'm Alive. Come on, babe, let's see, get your hands. I need more lighting here. I don't have it set up yet. Still learning and getting better at this, but I have to get some lighting and a better setting. So this is just a real and raw podcast, nothing fancy, just we get down to the nitty gritty of things and just say what it is, how it is. Keep it real. I'm alive. Lurd. It's Canadian, so we gotta say lurd. Crazy. Beautiful song. I'm alive. Yes, yes we are. Right there. Oh yeah, there's that handsome smile. I always tell my husband he looks when he's smiling because he doesn't do it too often. He needs to do it more. What?
I smile on the inside.
I'm gonna get a better setup soon, but it is what it is right now. Looks really good and young in this video. All right, so we are now going to get started. So tonight My husband suggested that I talk a little bit about the brand again because we do have a lot of people joining my Facebook page, new people, and not everybody knows about the Deals and Heels brand, our mission, and what it's all about. So, Deals and Heels, what made me get started and come up with that brand. A lot of people know and are tired of hearing it, and a lot of people don't know. My background is, my parents died when I was very young, both of them. So I was kind of alone, homeless. A lot of things went on in my life that were not very good that I'm still working at trying to recover from. Just heartbreak, heartache, losing the parents, abuse, pretty much everything you name it, I've been through it. I always walked with God, and I believe He got me through so many difficult times and gave me the strength to do what I needed to do to become something great. And I know I'm just getting started, so I have a lot more things to do that I need to accomplish. But so yeah, I had to go through so many different obstacles. And as a woman, we just have a lot of things that we have to go through in life. I became a salon owner, and I've worked with so many different women, and I met women from all kinds of backgrounds, different stories, because when you're a salon owner, you're pretty much a therapist. So just listening to so many stories, women getting divorced, women that are single mothers, struggling, doing well, just all different backgrounds. Um, I always wanted to help women, work with women, because I know the struggles that I had, and I wanted to empower others, encourage other women. My husband disappeared, but you need to get back on. So I just wanted to see women win, empower them, encourage them, because we have to juggle so many things in life: kids, jobs, husband, our health, our emotions. We go through all kinds of emotions, and a lot of women don't have support. A lot of women that I've met didn't have support. They didn't feel like they can do certain things, and because they don't have support and they don't feel empowered. So the mission behind Deals and Heels is to empower women, to let you know you can do anything that you want to do. And there is support, and there is people here to help you. My husband was in the real estate before I was. I was a salon owner. I worked in the beauty salon for like 25 years. And he was doing real estate before me. And I ended up getting my license and getting into real estate. And now we work together. We both are good at different things. And we are now helping so many women, and not just women. We help all different, men, women, whatever, anyone who wants help. But in my heart, I love to help women, especially, single moms, women with kids. We want to see kids being taken care of. Yeah, people we can relate to. Women and children have my heart, though, and animals. So I want to see women win so they can have security, because I was in that situation before. I did not have security. I was very lost. I had children. I was a single mother, and I just felt very lost, and I was not feeling empowered. I was struggling my butt off, working different jobs, trying to put food on the table, take care of them, pay rent, which I hated to pay rent, paying someone else. And you have landlords who can come and kick you out at any time, raise your rent, and maybe you can't afford, you're on a budget as a single mother, and they come and they can raise your rent. And now you're stuck. You're not in control, which tonight is about the importance of owning a home, because you are in control when you own your home. So what do you want to add on in, dear?
Just for people to be aware, that a lot of times we're told that we can't do certain things, but until we actually try and figure out for ourselves, we can't believe everything we hear.
Absolutely. People sometimes don't want to see you win and don't want to do you well, but you have to do this for yourself. And we're here to tell you that it is possible for those, there's a lot of people on here who already own a home, but we want to help people become homeowners. And first thing I want to ask is, how have you ever thought about how much you have paid towards rent? And you'll never get that back. You're paying someone else's dream, someone else's future, when you can be owning your own home, and that's going to help your future. Right, dear?
Yeah, and then put money back in your pocket at the end of the day because you figure over time, property values go up, mortgages go down, rent always goes up. So at the end of the day, you have to look at the long time of holding a property, which is going to put more equity in your pocket, which you'll be able to take money out in the long run. Real estate is not a get rich quick overnight scheme. It's something that takes time, but you're also planning for your future, for yourself, where you're not you're not under somebody else's rule. Like my wife was saying, at any time the landlord can come by and say, oh, yeah, the rent's going up by X amount in 3 months, a month, 2 months, whatever. And you have one of two choices. You could either A, accept it, or B, move out.
Exactly. And one of the most powerful moves a woman can make is buying a home, because you are gaining security right there with owning a piece of property, and the benefits that come along with owning a piece of property. Like, I'm so proud, and I just wanted to say, I stress this so hard. I have 3 daughters and I have a son, and I stress this so hard because of what we went through. We've been kicked out of apartments, struggling as a single mother with my kids. We had our rent raised. We went through so many things, and I stress this so much to make sure they become young homeowners and they never have to go through what I did or what we went through in the past. And I'm so proud because my 3rd daughter just closed on the sale of her home, and all 3 of my daughters are now homeowners. So I'm so proud of them. So thankful that they listened, even though I had to really, push them, especially the oldest one. I had to push her a lot. But that is the most badass thing that a woman can do, is to go and purchase a home and have security for you, for your kids. And owning a home, tell them, babe, because I know you break this down really well, the benefits and, equity, what a home appreciates.
That's the main reason for this episode today, is because it's the reason why Deals and Heals was created. It's not just to sell homes, it's to help people know and understand that they can own a home. Because a lot of, like you said before, a lot of times people are told either directly or indirectly, or they're just brought up believing that they can't own a home, because their parents never thought that they could own a home. We just helped a young lady. Now, this is a young lady, she's got a pretty good family, and she is 24, I believe. 24?
Yes.
22?
Yeah.
24. And she's the first person to buy a home in her family, an extended family. And it took a lot of coaching, it took a lot of talking to her and explaining to her. She has a great job, but she was scared. And again, everybody in her family was like, they're all going against what she's trying to do. She's trying to better herself, but because they haven't done it, they're afraid for her. And I'm not sure if they're doing it intentionally or unintentionally, but they're putting their fears on her. So it took a while for us to actually get her through into this home. And she actually had another one that she was going to go through with, but everybody got to her and they managed to talk her out of it.
And she pulled out.
It took a couple of months. She fell off. Steve stayed with her, talked to her, coached her, and she's back on board and she's in the stages of getting ready for closing. She's back on board and she's
Yeah, and she's now under contract, and she will be closing the first week of February. So everybody gets scared, and I think people think it's harder than it really is. But until you sit and talk with us and find out, what you really need to do this, don't be afraid. We are human beings. You can talk to us. You can ask questions, and we're always here to help. But the big thing about owning a home is that house is going to build equity. So when you're renting, your money just disappears. You're not, it's just going to someone else in someone else's pocket. You're not benefiting at all from renting. But when you own a home, each payment, you're building equity. And what does that mean when you're building equity? What can that do for you and your future or your children, babe?
So building equity in a house, that means that you have money that you can take out on your property. Say you have a property that you paid $200,000 for, and as time goes by, the property value goes up. Your mortgage, you're making your mortgage payments every month, and every year your property value goes up. On the minimum, give or take, it's around between 1.5% to 3% that it goes up. However, given the way that the market's been flowing lately in certain areas, especially like Philadelphia, out here in the Ocean Isle Beach area, the property's going up by more than 3%. So you figure you have a property, like we have one that we bought back in 2018.
I was going to talk about it. No, well, there's a property that I bought. I don't know if you're talking about the duplex.
Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, just like you, I was new to this. My husband knew a lot more about real estate than me because I worked in a salon. I was renting and I was making really good money. And I just was I was like you. I was renting. I didn't know any better, spending my money. I could have had probably multiple properties, but instead I was taking trips, going on vacation. I don't regret it because I enjoyed myself, but the thing I should have done was bought a property. When I met my husband, he taught me a lot, and I had some money. I found a deal. I was looking around on the internet, online, and I found a deal. It was out of state. I suggested to my husband, we check it out. I was interested in it. And we bought it. And that property we got for a really good price. And it has appreciated in value, triple what we bought it for?
Yeah.
Triple the amount we bought it for.
Triple what we originally paid for, or what she originally paid for, because I was against it, to be honest, because it was out of state, it was far out of our way. But she went ahead and did it, and I'm glad that she did. And, now she's sitting prettier.
Now I'm sitting prettier. But the thing is here, so I bought it for a certain amount. It appreciated 3 times in its value. So now what does that mean for me? If I want to go and sell it, I paid whatever I paid for it, and now I could sell it for triple the amount that I bought it for, which is so now if I want to go buy a bigger home, a better home, now I have a lot more money to buy something bigger, better, or pull equity out, or what other options do we have, dear?
You can pull equity, you can refinance it, you can BRRRR it, which is what we've done throughout as well. Buy, you rehab, you rent, you refinance, and you repeat it.
So-
There's a lot of strategies that we talk with our clients, depending on what they're looking to do. And if they don't know, we coach them through. We stay in contact with our clients throughout. Because it's not just a client, it's a friendship that we're building. And whenever they have any questions, they reach back out to us, and every time something new comes out or something that we may think may be helpful to them, we always reach back out to them, send them an email, text messages. Christine stays in contact with a lot of her clients just for the purpose of helping them out in the future.
Yeah, and as you can see, my husband, he's Robin Hood Properties. My husband is very knowledgeable because he has done fix and flips. We're both investors.
We've done fix and flips.
We've done fix and flips, but he's really good with all, like, what is it, the contractor side of things and the investing side. But we both do things together. We have a partnership. We are married. We have a partnership and a business ship. But he is, like I said, he's knowledgeable in areas that I am not, and then I have my thing that I'm really good at, and so it makes a really good what.
The things that you're good at, I'm not. And,
Yeah.
Vice versa. That's why, we're all together and we're able to see things from different views.
And it makes a great partnership. Yeah, because he's good at what I'm not. So it makes a great partnership. But, so
Everything is turning dreams
into addresses. So that's what we do here. And I just want to help. Like I said, it's 2026. I want to help as many women as I can. We helped so many last year. It's very rewarding when I'm able to hand over the keys, to your new home, and I see your children light up and they're getting their own room and they're telling me how they want to decorate it. And like, my clients become family to me. We treat them really well. They appreciate that. And, we're always here to help. We don't stop when, you close on your home. We're always here, and we have clients that come back to us and they want to become investors, or they want to do different things, or you just need help and answers to something that may come up while you own your home. Also, a lot of people I hear when I take them out sometimes to see homes, well, I think I should wait. I want to hold off. When you get ready to buy a home, it seems like everybody comes out of the woodworks and is all of a sudden a specialist in everything that they're really not. And they put this, like my husband said, they put fear into you, and they start giving you this information that is not even accurate. So if you want accurate information, ask the professional who studied this, who is educated on these topics, because your family is going to give you and friends are going to give you so many mixed messages.
And they're not doing it intentionally. Sometimes they're not. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, but a lot of times they're not doing it intentional. They're just trying to protect you from something that they maybe had a bad experience, something that they're fearful about, and they project their fears onto other people.
Yeah. So ask the professional first, because, and these are a couple things I'm going to let you know because I hear it all the time. It could be a parent bought a home and they didn't pay this amount, or they got this rate or such and such. When did they buy the home? 20 years ago? Because the market changes, and whatever their situation was when they bought is a completely different situation today. So I know they're trying to, be helpful, but the information they're given is from years ago and it's not accurate.
And unfortunately, the way things are going now, the market's changing so quickly.
Yeah.
Just 2 years ago, we had those crazy great mortgages. They were giving out mortgages for 3-4%. Now they're not doing that anymore. So a lot of times, everybody who bought during the COVID era, they're still expecting to get that. And everybody's telling them, oh, no, you gotta get this rate, you gotta fight for this rate. It's like, no, that's not available anymore. We can't do that. And whether or not it comes back, that's not for us to say or predict.
Yeah, because I'll hear that too. Well, my father got a rate of 3.5. That's not the rates that are happening now. And I always tell people, me and my husband was watching the Rocky movie, and the rates then were 17%. Right now they're like 5 point something, high fives, or six, low sixes. And when the Rocky movie was out, the rates were 17%. So and that was the 80s. So the times change, rates change. So don't listen when someone says, well, I got the rate, because we are going to get you the best rate that we can. We're going to get you the lowest rate that we can. Also, your friend or your coworker or somebody that you're, close to is going to say, well, I only paid this much down, or I only needed to bring this much to the table, and also tell you about rates. But every person's situation is completely different. Your pay is completely different than your friends or your sister or your father. Your credit is completely different than your friends, your sister, or your father. Your debt to ratio is completely different than your friend, your coworker, and your father. So your situation is not going to be the same as your sister, coworker, or your father. Your situation is your situation, and the rate, the amount you need down, and all that information is going to be based on your specific situation, which is going to be your credit, your pay, your savings, how much debt you have, because yours is going to be completely different than the next person. So that's why things change. That's why you may be getting a different rate and different information than someone who's telling you you should get the rate that they have. So I just want to explain that.
My wife said, I think it was 1 or 2 podcasts ago. You marry the house.
And you date the rate.
So what does that mean? That means that if you buy a house, you're married to the house for 30 years. However, you are not married to that rate that you're paying. So if in a year, 2 years from now, the rates drop, and that's the rate on the loan that you have to pay back, and when you have to pay back, you could always refinance. You could always get out of the rate that you currently have, which is if it's much higher and they're offering lower rates, then you have that choice to get into a lower rate mortgage.
So explain refinancing, babe,
So
for those who don't know what it means.
You refinance the loan on your property. If you have equity in the property, say you paid $200 for the property, and now the property is worth $250,000, $300,000. You're able to refinance the mortgage and get some money out of the mortgage if you want to, and get into a lower rate. Or if you just want to refinance and get it to a lower rate, you can just do that without taking the equity out of the property.
Exactly. So don't, and this is another thing, because I just took out a client and he said, I was told to hold off because the rates are dropping. Now, the thing with that is, if you hold off, spring market's coming, rates are dropping. They already have, but if you hold off and you wait, you're going to have more competition. So if you wait and, you're going to wait till spring, more people are buying in springtime and summertime. What does that mean for you? If you're waiting for spring or summertime, you're going to have much more competition. And what that means is you fall in love with a home, you say, this is the home, you're ready to put an offer in on that home. So is 5 to 10 other people. And what that means is, if you have 5 to 10 other people that want to put an offer when you're putting your offer, you have to now try to beat that person, which means the price is going to keep getting higher and higher. And what you thought you wanted to offer, you're going to now have to offer 50,000 over, which we see all the time around spring and summer markets, depending on if it's a desired area. So you don't want that. Now that it's cold, snowing, and icy, this would be the time to buy, because not many people want to buy a home when it's freezing, snowing, and move in that weather. So this would be a good time for you to buy and not have so much competition like you would in the spring or summer. So,
And that's another thing to remember too, when, my wife is explaining, this is a good time to buy because not a lot of people are out there buying. So what does that mean for the people who are selling? That means that they're more willing to
negotiate
take what's being offered.
Yeah.
Versus when everybody's on the market to buy. If you're selling, you're the only person on the block who has the eggs, and everybody's dying to get eggs. You know what? You can raise the price of your eggs up, and they don't have a choice but to pay that price for the eggs. So that's one thing to look at too when you're getting ready to go out and buy. You know, is this a seller's market, which is when there's the sellers have the power, versus like right now, which is we're more of a buyer's market right now.
Yes, we are. Depending on what area.
Not a lot of people have, too much money to spend, which is understandable. And buying a home is not, you can't just do it overnight. It takes some time. You have to get your ducks in a row in order to go out and buy a home. But it's like the saying, when was the best time to plant a tree? Was 20 years ago, because you could, be basking in the shade right now or eating its fruit. When is the next best time to plant a tree? Right now. And it's the same thing with buying a home, You could have bought it in the past, but the next best time to buy is right now.
And also, the property values keep going up. So the cost of the property. So if you would have bought years ago, you would have saved a lot more money, because we're investors, and even the properties that we bought, when we bought them, the amounts were lower, and now, like we said, all the prices are going up. So if you buy now, it's the best time. If you keep waiting, the prices keep going up on these homes. They're going up, up, and up. So don't wait. Don't listen to people and wait for the rate, because again, if rates drop, we're going to get you refinanced into that lower rate. You're not tied to the rate. We can always get it down later. But now is the best time to buy, and in the winter. What else did I want to touch on? Anything you want to add here? Oh, also, for the young lady that my husband was just talking about, that we're helping, and she'll be closing on her home, the one that's 24, she'll be closing on her home first week of February. Also, there's a mandatory amount that you have to come out of pocket with when you're purchasing a home. So you can't get any help for that, well, depending. But I was able to get her $12,000 from the seller towards closing costs. So when you're buying a home, you have an appraisal, you have an inspection, you're going to have taxes, you're going to have your home insurance and things like that. So there's a mandatory amount with the type of loan that she's getting, that she does have to bring a certain amount out of pocket. But all the other costs that she had, I was able to get that taken care of through the seller, because I was able to get her $12,000 in seller's assist. And the reason I normally have good luck doing that. But again, it is winter. It is a buyer's market. A buyer right now has more power. So we are able to negotiate more things like that to help you with your cost. So $12,000, that was excellent.
And not only that, she's also being very humble as to say that she's a great negotiator. She sits there and she fights for her clients. I listen to her on the phone, and we also brainstorm. Whatever they come back with, we're able to sit down and say, okay, well, how can we approach it? How can we come up with a better, a better negotiating skill towards, whoever the seller's agent is or whoever she's talking to. And that's how she's able to help all of her clients, because she takes the time to figure out what's best, what's going to help them best in the end.
I take pride in that part of things. Like, I feel really good when I can get my client bringing hardly any money to the table, or you know, just different things added in. They're not even expecting or thinking that they can get, but I will battle for those things, and I take pride in that. And I may look sweet and nice, but when it comes to that part and negotiating on behalf of my client, now when I first started, I was nervous and scared to do that, but I feel seasoned, very seasoned, and I do not back down on things like that. I really, you know, try very hard and pretty much win each time. And also another client that I just went under contract today, so congratulations to them. A beautiful lake house, beautiful views. I'm excited because my husband and I are going to be invited to dinner. We're going to be their first guests, so they really, you know, people really like us. We bond with our clients, and the agent was not easy to deal with by any means. And you know, you're going to have agents like that. It was like really playing hardball. And my clients wanted appliances that were brand new and washer and dryer, and they were taking it with them. And my client really wanted the washer and dryer, and the seller was like not parting with it. And I got quite a few things paid for those clients. And by the time I was done, we got the washer and dryer included, which saves my clients because washer and dryer is expensive. And a lot of homes do have washer and dryer, but this one, they were taking the washer and dryer. It was not included. And I was like, absolutely not. We're walking if we don't get the washer and dryer. Well, we got the washer and dryer today, along with some other things. And I feel really good about that. And my clients didn't know. They thought, all right, they were planning that they had to go out and buy it. Now they do not. And I feel good that I was able to deliver an extra bonus on top of it. So that's what we do, you know. And
that's just, you know, that's, I mean, a washer and dryer, okay, but there's a lot more that goes on that she negotiates for. That's just the latest win that she has.
Yeah.
But
because it was a hard win. It was just, but I got it. And it sounds like nothing, not a big deal. But when you just used a lot of your money to put a down payment down, and now you get in the house, you have clothes, and now you're like, oh, now I have an expense. I have to buy a washer and a dryer. That then becomes a big deal, and it's a big relief when you have that. So, you know, it's the little things that count and add up, right?
Yep.
But
Importantly, they add up.
yeah, and saves you money. I think, is there anything else?
Yeah, and then today, like Christina said, our guest, couldn't make it. She has a new baby. She has a lot on her plate. She's a good young lady. She works in the
State Farm,
department.
which I wanted to bring it up.
You know, so you can learn more about the insurance part of owning a home. But for today, it's going to be a short show. It's just getting people to know about Christine's brand, Wheels and Heels, and how she focuses on helping people. You know, and it's not just about a client; it's about building a friendship. You know, we're not looking for a short-term friendship; we're looking for long-term friendship because we care about helping people.
And the good thing is, you get this mastermind. He's a part of me, so you get to also get all the wonderful advice from my husband. He, like I said, he's very smart, and he knows a lot. He helps me a lot in the background, and not only in the background, but he goes out with me. He looks at all the homes. He can tell you what's going on with it, so he points a lot of things out. He does a lot of investigation on the property, which helps me and helps my client. But he provides a lot of value, and we make a good team doing that. And also, I want to mention my team is growing, and I'm excited. I have a new young lady who is going to be a big asset to this team. Again, the reason why I sat with her today And I'm very honest about myself. I am not perfect by any means. And like I said, I'm good at what I'm good at, and I don't pretend to be good at what I am not. I'm not a phony person like that. My husband is really good at things that I am not, and this young lady is the same. She's the complete opposite of me. We connected in a big way today, and she is good at so many things that I am not, which is going to make a wonderful team. So she's going to be a great asset, and the two of us putting our heads together, I just see greatness happening. I have a few other people in the program, and they will be joining my team. So I'm excited that it's growing in PA, and then it would be PA, New Jersey is one separate team. And then my team out here in the Carolinas is building. And I'm excited for that because we're going to be a kick-ass women's team, power team, and we are going to do our thing this year. And we are going to help so many women. And I'm excited about that. So look out, because Deals and Heels, this is just getting started, honestly. And we have Mr. Padilla from Robin Hood Properties a part of us. So look out. And hey, if you have questions and you want to see where you stand, we can definitely talk with you, connect you with our lender, and work with you if you're not ready to get you where you need to be. There's amazing programs out here that can help you with your closing costs. And I can also get you seller's assist, and which helps with closing costs. And we have your back, and we will get you where you need to be. And we would love to be the ones to hand you the keys to your home. So.
Yep. And just want to tell anybody if you are in any part of the real estate that you're interested in, reach out. Reach out to Christine, Christine Padilla at kw.com. Deals and Heels 267-407-8958. Any questions that you have, you can message her through Facebook, Instagram. What else?
We have a new YouTube channel. Please follow us. We're going to put the link in the Facebook. We'll put the link up. We also have a group, Deals and Heels, on my Facebook page, if you're not a part of that. And you're going to see me, of course, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. So you'll find me on all those different platforms. And, he wants you to play the song again, which I'll be happy to do so.
So yeah.
Come on, baby. So a big welcome to my girl Misty, who just joined Team Deals and Heels in the Carolinas. We are going to do great things this year. I'm excited for her. She's going to be amazing. So, hello, Misty. Well, we're going to have her on and do an introduction maybe next week. Let's see. Hopefully we can get Misty back from State Farm on, and also Miss T, and do a little introduction. Come on, ladies, it's 2026. We want to have you in your new home. We want to strengthen you, empower you, hand you the keys to your new home. We want to build you up. We want you to have financial freedom, security, especially if you're a single mom. You want to be a good role model for your kids. And we want to help you. We want to inspire you. We want to let you know we have your back and you can do it. And anything you need, we're here. And we'll always be here for you. song is so uplifting. Celine Dion, I'm alive. We're gonna do our thing this year, dear. We're gonna help so many women, so many families. Good night, everyone. See you next week, next Wednesday, 7 p.m. We love you all.
At your fingertips.